Hey guys, Roy here from Radiant Clean. Today we are in Lutz, Florida. We got Dante here helping me out. He's getting the bags ready for the gutters.
Messing it up.
We're gonna be doing a roof today, so we put these bags on the gutters to capture the runoff. That's why we like when houses have gutters, because much less chemical going into the lawn. I'm gonna do a first look on this roof. It does have some staining. It's not awful, but you see some dark streaks and stuff here. Decent sized roof. Looks like we have some pretty good black stuff over here. So, and there's some decent staining over back here. So we're gonna run about a 5% mix on this today for sodium hypochlorite and water. We'll see if that works. I might need to up it a little bit. These are kind of dark and it's a little bit cooler today. So we're gonna get those gutters bagged up. We're gonna start wetting down the surrounding plants and stuff, and we'll be back with you when we get started. Generally on these jobs we start towards the back, work forward, which is what I'm going to do today. Put this little roof down here. Let's do that one first. This roof's dirty. Otherwise, seems to be in okay shape. Some of the shingles are kind of brittle. If you guys follow us at all, some of our recent roof jobs, we were trying to figure out why we were getting less pressure and why it was sputtering so bad. And it was just like sputtering. We initially thought it might be the pump or even a bad hose. So we tried to replace the hose. It needed it anyway, but replace the hose. That wasn't the problem. The previous hose was starting to get, not a hole in it, but the lining was starting to get bad. And then I went to go replace the pump since that didn't work. And while I was working on the pump, taking it all apart to try to replace it, I found a small little crack in the one valve on the surfactant. And that was sucking air. So I had to order that part and replaced it. And now it's working like new. So really glad I didn't replace the pump. That would have been a waste of money. So this is going to speed up these jobs. It's always a trade-off, like, you know, something's got to be fixed, but you're holding off on doing it because whenever you try to fix something, sometimes it makes it worse, or you break something else. So I needed to get through a few jobs that we had lined up first, and then I knew we were going to be a little bit slower, but it was worse than not. completing the job. So, but had a little downtime over the holidays and got that fixed. So it's super easy fix. It was just a piece of plastic and a proportioner. It's actually making my surfactant flow a little bit better. I hadn't realized it wasn't mixing the surfactant appropriately. So you can see I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's like a fluorescent green almost in the color in the water in the spray. And that is our Day Glow lemon colored surfactant. Right out of the 80s, it's so fluorescent. As always, Dante's down below. Even though we have gutters, he's kind of diluting any of this overspray that we got going on here before it can burn the grass and plants. Parts of this roof that are probably going to need some touch up. I can already see that it's pretty dirty in some spots, so make sure that this whole section here is like black. So a little bit cooler this morning, but not cold, so the chemical should be working okay. And the sun's out. The sun always helps to activate the SH. Make it a little bit more effective. Good. I'm gonna go over this way. It's by the lanai, so this side's not quite as dirty. I need to tighten up my gun though. Getting some leakage. It's great to get bleach leaking on your hand. Should probably put some gloves on. I don't know if you can see some of those vapors. It just goes to show that even on a even on a rather cooler day here in Florida, the roof still gets very hot as bleach getting vaporized. So if it was a little bit hotter, I'd probably put some respiration stuff on, but I think we're okay with the way it is today. Hey Dante, see if you can spray into the lanai and get some of that carpet and furniture so it doesn't get mist on it. Just shoot through the screen. I'm gonna move over here since you're already over here. Okay. And then head back over that way eventually. Right there, guys, is why I hate these leaf guards, because even though they have the thing on them, they still collect leaves on top, and it ends up getting clogged there. So it keeps it from going in the gutter, but does not really help with leaves and sticks and stuff on your roof, and can still cause problems with bugs and stuff like that. Backed up water.
Alright guys, you'll notice down below, as always when we're doing these houses, we're doing these roofs, we have Dante down below watering while I'm applying the chemical, because that way if there's overspray or runoff, he's helping to dilute it as much as possible while it's going over, so that way it doesn't have time to sit there on the plants. And it also just continues to further water down the roots and all that kind of stuff, keep it wet. It's not a foolproof solution. There's going to be some browning on grass and stuff like that, especially if they don't have gutters, but it does keep any of that big kind of kill off of that would be damaging to their landscaping.
In the home stretch here, just a little last section, and then we'll go through, let it sit for a bit, and see if we need to touch anything up. Inevitably, when they're this dirty, you gotta do a little touch up. see there's a couple spots I'm going to need to touch up. Like right here. It's still dark. And here's some spots. Letting it continue to lighten up for a little bit though, and I'll come back and do that. I'm gonna alright guys, it probably doesn't need it here, but I'm just putting some bleach neutralizer down just in case. This is all kind of dead through here anyway, but just want to make sure we're doing property protection wherever possible. You see how those gutter bags are catching some of that runoff. So they have a lot of downspouts, so each bag is not getting a huge amount of collection in it, which is good. This one doesn't appear to have gotten any at all. Hi there, buddy. Alright guys, we're just doing a final walk through the roof up here. It's still wet in spots, so because the sun went down behind the clouds, so there will be spots that continue to lighten as it dries. But looking a lot better than it did. So I'm just gonna hit a few of these spots. Dante's down working on the driveway, and once he's done there, we'll post-treat that. Little SH. It's got a lot of staining and stuff because it's old. So we want to make sure it's looking clean. This is all pretty good. Just giving it one last go over. Couple little spots here and there. Like I said, those will continue to lighten up and wash off once it rains. vents are always a pain. You always got to make sure you look at the roof from a couple different angles too. The way the sun hits it, sometimes you can't see all the spots. Alright guys, just wrapping up on this roof job and driveway. You can see the roof looks a ton better. It's still wet because it's cloudy today. So let's see how long this job is taking. It's an hour and 43 minutes. That's with setup and tearing down and doing the driveway and stuff like that. So not bad. So right now we're emptying the tanks. We don't like to drive with water. And we're going to start rolling these hoses up. Let's see how much bleach we used. This was almost full, not quite full. About 80 gallons or so. And we are now down to about 50 gallons. You guys can't really see it. That's the water up front here, but so we used about 35 gallons on this job, which decent sized roof, so that's not surprising. That's pretty typical. So, all right guys, we're gonna wrap this one up and we will talk to you soon. Bye.